The wind crawled across the empty fields of Blackthorn Valley, carrying with it the faintest smell of damp soil and something far less natural. Beneath the quiet village, something had begun to stir. Something ancient, something hungry. Eleanor Marsh felt it first. She lived on the outskirts, in a creaking wooden house her grandfather built, long before she was born. For months she had heard the noises, faint thuds beneath the floorboards, soft groans echoing through the pipes, and once, late at night, a whisper that seemed to come from directly under her bed. At first, she convinced herself it was her imagination. Old houses made noises, old pipes moaned, old minds wandered. But then the dreams began. Every night she found herself standing in a vast underground cavern, dimly lit by a red glow pulsing from cracks in the walls. Something moved in the darkness beneath her feet, slow, deliberate, hungry. She never saw its face, but she always woke drenched in sweat, her heart slamming in her chest, with a single phrase clawed into her memory. Eleanor tried to ignore it all, but ignoring Blackthorn's secrets was never easy. The valley had a long history of disappearances, locals who wandered too close to the caves, travelers who strayed from the main road, children who played too far into the woods. They were never found. The town's elders called it bad luck. Outsiders called it rural superstition. But Eleanor knew, deep down, that something lived beneath Black. The first tremor hit on a cold Thursday morning. Eleanor was making tea when the floor beneath her jolted violently, knocking a jar of honey off the counter and sending it crashing to the floor. The whole house shook, just for a second. Then, everything was still again. Eleanor's hands trembled as she stepped back. That wasn't normal. The valley wasn't near any fault lines. Blackthorn didn't get earthquakes. A chill crawled down her spine as she whispered to herself, "It's the thing from the dreams." Later that afternoon, at the village square, she overheard others talking about it. Ground shook near Hollow Ridge, muttered old Mr. Prescott. "Felt like something moving underground," said another. "Animals are restless. My sheep won't go near the eastern field." Eleanor froze. The eastern field was directly above the cavern from her dreams. By sundown, the rumor spread. A sinkhole had opened near the old well. Eleanor knew she shouldn't go. She knew that whatever was beneath the valley wasn't meant to be found. But some instinct, curiosity or fear or fate, pulled her to the site. The hole was massive. Fresh soil spilled down into darkness that seemed too deep for something so newly formed. A heavy, foul smell rose from it, like rotting meat soaked in wet earth. Eleanor leaned forward slightly. That's when she heard it. A breath, a slow, deep, rumbling inhale from somewhere in the blackness below. Something was alive down there, something enormous. He lowered his voice to a trembling whisper.